GECOM has determined that where there are allegations in the recount process, evidence should be presented. Commissioner at GECOM Vincent Alexander said if the evidence is presented, minds should be prepared to address that reality.
Similarly, I think the question of the people who migrated and who it's alleged will have had votes cast for them should be addressed. I don't think that the Commission is of one mind on this matter. It's not of one mind. There are those who are of the view that people already vote, and how are you going to deal with a matter like that? And that in fact, where do you get information of that nature from?
Alexander's disposition is that Regulation 40 of the National Registration Act provides for the Chief Immigration Officer to periodically provide to GECOM reports on people who depart and those who return to Ghana.
The Chief Elections Officer, by virtue of that same regulation, has a discretion to determine how he deals with people who have departed and have not returned over a particular period of time in relation to the compilation of the National Register of Registrants as a consequent the voters list. From that perspective, my own disposition is that given the non-adherence in the past to that regulation, and what I considered in some regards to be the conscious non-adherence on the part of the state, that GECOM reserves a right at this time to request that information and to match that information against the allegations to see if the allegations have any foundation.
On the question of death, Alexander explains that the GRO's office periodically sends to GECOM the list of registered deaths.
And so we are able to extract those names from our electoral list because there is an official report that these persons have died.
The difficulty with the dead, however, is that there is no normal regulatory mechanism.
And therefore, in that circumstance, there is every possibility, it's more than likely that those names will not be excluded from the voters list. And so I go back to my position before elections. I'm not coming here taking positions because of what may have occurred. If you check the records, I've advocated for a new register of registrants because we have undeniably a voting list.
He added that prior to the no confidence motion, everyone agreed to a new register of registrant. Some of the problems Alexander reasoned could have been avoided if a bloated list was not used. Handell Duncan, HGP Nightly News.